From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll run here with Conner. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. First and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Patterson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Koo knocks this one through the posts. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Flushed out right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 2nd and 9, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, And then the big finish with the tackle.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Patterson running between the tackles. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson from a yard out.
And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. He's got it to the 43 here. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Rondale Moore. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Third and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They'll roll him out right. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side. There's London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. They run the option here on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 4. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ridder and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Koo knocks this one through the post, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Arnold Ebiketie, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 77 yards on the ground for him so far.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lorenzo Carter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready, break. Cycle.
Back to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Murray to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw is Murray. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Prater's kick is good. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.